All right, warriors, welcome back. We're going to do a breathing exercise. It's going to take 5 seconds. We're going to breathe in deep, hold it, release together, shake that shit off. And the reason is just to provide you a loop interrupter, your own personal distraction that you can use as a tool, a remedy that you can deploy when being provoked or being love bombed. Because understand, many of you misinterpret the love bomb. That's a provocation. That's the first line of manipulation to scramble your eggs so that you get lost in the fields. You pay attention more when you're being provoked with rage, anger, disrespect. But you need to pay attention to the disrespect in the love bomb, insulting your intelligence. And once you're able to identify this, oh, you see it overtly. Makes your stomach turn. But you need to be able to control your body language, because narcissists are going to key in on body language and how you react. When you're able to respond, the narcissist has no idea. And check this out. I'm sure many of y'all had this happen. They just can't get a read on you, and they express it. They'll let you know, I can't get a read on you. And you can sense that frustration because they're going to come on as being comical about it. Warriors, that means you're doing it right. But it also means you just identified a narcissist. Someone who has been trying to manipulate you and hasn't gotten anywhere with it. Someone who's been trying to provoke you and hasn't gotten a reaction. Indifference is the most powerful tool in your arsenal against NPD, narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, borderlines, or anyone just having a shitty day. Indifference, remaining neutral. Let's take 5 seconds. Let's take a badass walk on the beach, warriors. And look, be sure and subscribe. If I say subscriptions, hopefully you'll remember it long enough to actually hit the button. Hit the button. 5 seconds. Come on, man. Let's do this. Release slowly. All right. Don't forget your jugo. Get your mango. Fruta de mi tierra. This is awesome stuff, let me tell you. Look, we're going to work, and I need you to stay to the end of the video because it's going to make a full loop on how you can be indifferent and what it does. What's the end result in your indifference? Because, look, across all the content creators, those that are worth a grain of salt are going to tell you, don't be going back to look at what's happening to the narcissist. Some of y'all can't stomach it and don't need to see it. In other words, karma, or the consequence for their bad actions, is horrible, very destructive, and your kind eyes don't need to see it because you'll catch the oh and start feeling sorry. It's why the good Lord had to wait for your ass to get out the way before it could dish it out. The ricochet would be too much for your heart to bear. They go from pick-me's wannabes to poverty. And it's a very quick transition, especially as it began to cycle. Age. Because when you objectify yourself, the world will objectify you. And when you come in with an omnipresence of only what your worth and looks are, and you have not built up a personality, a character, and the ability to have respectful cooperation, even in conversation with substance, and being able to add value into others' lives because it's always been about you, it's no wonder narcissists are pissed. Think about it. Stop what the fuck you're doing and look at me. Listen. Narcissists are pissed off because they were raised in an environment where they were praised and abused at the same time. But they were coddled every time they came up on life's challenges. It's everybody else's fault. You're a princess, or you're the king. Everybody else has got a problem. The situation is this. When you got brokenness, breeding, and raising brokenness, coddling it, isolating it, this is its normal. This is its normal state. And when the public is introduced to narcissists, dumbasses with crowns, the coddling ends. The world is ruthless, and society doesn't give a shit about what you think or how you feel. Narcissists figure this out when they're thrown to the wolves in their eyes, and they feel they're being preyed on because their normal environment has now been destroyed by reality. And they want everyone else to conform and surrender and change the dynamics of all reality to fit their narrative of reality, the delusion. Because everybody else in their world back when they were small did it. They complied. And now everyone in the society in reality doesn't conform and could give a shit. And people become indifferent toward them. Indifferent. Now, going back, trying to act like you're going to elevate what's dumbed down after you figured out and noticed the playbook, you understand it. In fact, you're so tired of talking baby talk that it took you months or years to finally be able to conjugate your thoughts and feelings and be able to speak with conviction and be able to identify toxicity and speak out against it head on, only when provoked. It takes years to find yourself again, to be the badass you were before the narcissist ever entered your life. And for those of you that were raised in an insane asylum, like I was, some of y'all probably wonder, holy shit, Chico, all this crap you talk about, where does it come from? A life living and being raised by toxicity. But see, where narcissists fear is this. We all grew up in the same insane asylum. But they can't project around me because the masks fall off. There are no excuses for your consequence. And to have a brother like me in the ring is a threat, because I will hold you accountable for the ratchet-ass decisions that they all make. It's not an excuse, and every day you're living and breathing and speaking, it exposes the lies that they built their life on, the foundation of delusion. You discredit their entire life, being, and existence. And this is why they will go into a fit of rage. But they'll hide it in the cloak of normalcy around you. It's behind your back that the daggers are flying. Now look, once they know they can't break you, they go into damage control. They're going to get frustrated and super angry. They're going to let it out on others because they can't identify themselves just yet to you. So anyone in their harem closet is going to receive the ricochet. This is going to dismantle later the options they thought they once had, the options that gave them the confidence to disrespect you and start unraveling. It's when you started connecting the dots. And warriors, the manipulation will intensify with the love bomb. It'll exaggerate. The minute you back off, they come in. The runner becomes the chaser. Without you realizing it, though, they are still tormenting everyone in the harem closet, including their kids, their own family, not just lovers or passing throughs. Also, they're going to start to devalue you and discard. But the pillow talk is what's going to get them in trouble. Warriors, what they're hoping you do is, when you shit that turd, right before you flush it, they're trying to convince you to grab that turd, shove it up the same ass it came out of. It'll never happen. Time to flush that shit, that chocolate-covered turd, and call a spade a spade. Now look, this is where it makes full circle. When I tell you indifference is the most powerful tool in your arsenal, it goes with, alongside, it's like a nuclear blast. When you exercise indifference with your silence and your absence, what you're going to force a narcissist to do is seek validation from others. And where do you think those others are? You see, because the narcissist is so short-minded and always making decisions on feelings, emotions, and very explosive, they've obliterated the very connections that they were depending on to monkey jump. Warriors, they're going to need to now concentrate on filling the harem closet all over again. In that frustration, some of you have probably seen the evidence of the shadow boxer. You ain't never seen them throwing a fit on their own in a little corner? Oh, it's vicious. They'll even do it in their sleep. Warriors, this is how a narc thinks. The narcissist at this point still doesn't understand you are who you are authentically. You know who they think you are? A narcissist. And they feel they've been out-narked by a narc. But at least this much is true. They respect you because they fear you, not because you're intelligent, because you're steadfast, because you're loyal, because you have virtue, because you've been authentic, because you add value to your life and others. No, they respect you because they know that you can expose them for exactly who they are. And they envy you because you have a bounce unlike no other, as if negativity just bounces off of you. Not only that, but you gain strength from it, and you're able to have a glow up and empower yourself to become better. And everything in your past stays in your past. You see, narcissists say goodbye, but what they really mean is, I'll check you later. Because if this doesn't work out, I want to be able to come back. Narcissists will be pushed into associating with their own kind. And what you're going to force them to do is continue in a life's path where a narcissist gets used by another narcissist. You have lower functioning narcissists and high functioning narcissists. You have sociopaths and psychopaths. Let them all have their way with each other, and they will cancel each other out. They will make their lives miserable. And it's a circus act unlike no other. So grab your popcorn and know how blessed you are to be an observer who doesn't absorb. You're a spectator with a front row seat to the gladiator games, the dysfunction, arrested development, jousting each other for leverage, living in their delusion of grandiose living. As soon as you pull that rug out from under them, warriors, the reason narcissists are going to hoover is because they soon will realize they're being treated exactly how they were treating you, but at a worse level. Because when narcissists tag with each other, they know the manipulation, and ain't nobody got stronger boundaries and restrictions than when two meet. That's why I need you to pay attention to them. See how they handle each other, and see how powerful reverse narcology is, and how powerful indifference is. Can I get a what? Y'all, been a while. Been a little bit. I think it's time. Time for that happy dance. Now get out there and own it, warriors. Thank y'all so much for letting me be a part of your coaching plan. For those of you reaching out, your contributions, oh, what blessings. Thank you so much for keeping the girls, your tribe support team. Thank you for mentioning them. They read the comments, believe me. They're the ones that moderate it. They're the ones that schedule your coaching calls. Warriors, thank you so much for your support. This channel isn't the easiest to find. That's because the truth doesn't sell. I'm not here to tell you what you want to know, what you want to hear. I'm not going to ear fuck you. I'm going to serve up the remedy, the solutions that I was able to use, and the shortcuts. Those remarks are for you, to encourage you to build up your confidence to start speaking your truth. It's a double-edged sword, unlike no other. The masses living in delusion fear the same truth narcissists fear. Because once you know it, you can never unknow it. It's not for everyone. And I say this because you need to hear it. You matter. And I'm proud of you. Hold the line, warriors. You keep that foot on their fucking necks. And don't you give an inch. You flush them turds. You know shit when you see it. And now, you smell it before you see it. Can I get a what? Go do what you do. Shake the dirt off your ass. Get off that couch. Baby steps, man. Baby steps. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time. Les mando besos y abrazos. Namaste, warriors.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
Leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500 feet.
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at...
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour. Sweet. Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear, head on. No.
No?
I'm afraid of not trying new
Hey.
opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
What'd you think of that?
Loved it.
Woo!
Badass.
You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll
Well,
be back.
Jesse,
All right.
thank you for jumping with us to Skydive Lone Star. Do you
man,
have
the
anything
pleasure
you'd like
is
to
mine.
say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality is just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.